Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another Marine ECM, a MEFI 4. This time it's a 5.7 Mercruiser coming from Georgia. Jason, this is your computer. All right, reading the notes because he did not send me a paperwork with the computer, but we're being in communication. So let me just read from the email. Obviously, I'm not going to show you that because all the information is there. Let me just move this a little higher. It says, my name is Jason. I'm having issues with my 5.7 Mercruiser not starting. After replacing all other pertinent parts, we feel it is an ECM issue. I would like to get it tested and possibly repair. However, I am located in Georgia. I would like information on prices and how to get on, now the computer is here. Your help will be greatly appreciated. Hope to hear from you soon. And we're being in touch. You already know the computer is here. All right, so well, as you see, I got the multimeter and Diacom, which is the diagnostics that I use for these computers. I'm going to show you the next capture just so he can see that indeed this is his computer. I haven't even marked so many spam phone calls. It's unbelievable. It's like a lending. It's like I have logged probably 250 different numbers and they keep adding a new number. It's unbelievable. All right, so everything is ready to go in there. I already show you the number of the computer. We can actually keep it on this view if you want, but actually no, I like to keep it in here so you can see the fuel pump and everything. So I'm going to power up. Keep an eye in here next to this alien head in here. There's a sticker in here. The under this white sticker, that's the fuel pump relay that I use for this computer. So I'm going to power on. We do have the fuel pump. And it did the prime correctly. A little low on the amperage. It's only 250, 260 milliamps. I'm always looking for to get more than 300. Still, doesn't mean that it's bad. We'll still need to make a run on that. We got a 5-volt reference, so that is okay. So let me add some other pits in here so you guys can see from that distance, because otherwise you will not be able to see it. So I'm going to add these ones in here. Let me make sure, and that one. Okay, so perfect. Like that, now you can see even from far away what we are seeing here. So let's see if it runs. I'm already into the correct frequency that I provide. This is very unique with my setup. I'm providing almost around 70 to 80 hertz. We read a throttle position of 6.3, so that is okay. All right. Oh, I'm not connected to the computer. I need to connect. All right, we got 747s, but I don't like the injectors are showing something here, but it's only like no injection. So even though I can see a light in here, so hopefully you can see that it's 0.001. So this is definitely not running. And it should be on 2 milliseconds, 2.5 milliseconds is where I put that arrow right there. So what I'm going to do is add an oscilloscope so we can connect right here to see how that waveform looks. Let me pause the video and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I put, the oscilloscope, as you can see in there right now. We have a measurement, so you can see it from the distance. So the pulse width right now onto whatever that signal is very short. So the computer is commanding, as we see in the screen. It's going to be a little hard for you guys to see probably. I can probably add an injection millisecond, but believe me, it's not really that important. It shows us 2.4 milliseconds. If I go over to picoscope, the reality of the waveform is only on for 1.2 milliseconds, which is not enough to keep the boat running. And it's such a weird waveform that even my simulator, which always picks it up really, really good, and when it doesn't pick it up, I know immediately there is a problem on the waveform. It's only picking up 1.2. I can put more. Actually, I can add more measurements. Let me add a measurement here so we can see the maximum, and also that should be okay. And let me add another one so we can see the minimum. It's only one channel, so it should be all good in here. Yes, you can see now those 3 readings. So the first one is the pulse width. That is how much or for how long that injector is being commanded on in reality. I'm going to move the cursor to here And you see that now when I move it into there, it doesn't read nothing. You see, and I'm actually widening it up. But it now is showing only 4.59 microseconds. Why? Because those two little pulses are making my trigger not being able to pick it up. And it's the same thing that this simulator is telling me. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm now on channel I'm going to move it over to channel B, which is the auto injector, to see if we have the same thing. And yes, we are now indeed having the exactly same situation. So yeah, with this, it will be definitely a no start. So let's go over to diagram, because I noticed that we have now 2 fault codes. We can see in there, start without malfunctions, 0. So there is 2 fault codes. Sorry, I moved something in there. Let me make it the same height. We have now 2 fault codes. So I'm going to go over to the fault codes. We had fuel pressure sensor, voltage low, and throttle position sensor, skew high. So, well, those are not present. I'm actually surprised that it's not showing any injector faults, even though we have such a bad injection. The throttle doesn't seem to be bad. Let me raise up the throttle a little more. I cannot change it. Oh yeah, we have a problem in here. All right, let me put another, I'm going to select the throttle back again so you guys can see this, because definitely we have a problem with this computer. Probably an input or something is not right either here. Let me go back to here, and I'm going to select more pits. So we have now, not sure which one is that one. Yeah, that's throttle position. So let me make sure I can put that one so where you can see. And I'm going to name it. I don't know why it's saying showing throttle. It should be throttle position. Oh, I know why. Because I deselected in my screen. So give me 1 second, guys. I need to select throttle. And I have to add, because what you see is not exactly what I'm seeing. So let me add another one. And then the throttle voltage. Okay, now I got 5. Yeah, that should be good. I'm just in the back end getting you to see what I need to show you. All right, so let me see. We got throttle codes on that one. And we should have throttle position on this one. So let me go at throttle sensor voltage. And I'm going to add another one, which is now going to be the throttle position. Perfect. Let me move it up on the top of the throttle position, on the throttle voltage, because you're going to see that I am changing the voltage, but nothing will happen to that. So let me just show you. We're reading 6.3%, and I'm changing. Look, I'm changing the voltage through the throttle position, and nothing is changing. So something is not right here, because how is the computer being able to read the voltage, but it's not changing the position? You see what I mean? So this is very, very unusual. I don't have a checksum error. I'm going to check the calibration, because I can change the calibration in here. I had it for all the Mercruisers. But yeah, this is definitely abnormal. I'm going to try to raise the idle. And we can see, you see, it's like a multi-strike injection. That's definitely no good. That is definitely a problem 100%. You can see how, like, no matter what I do, give me 1 second, guys. All right, guys, going back to the video. Yeah, so we definitely see that I can change the RPMs, but nothing is changing as far as the throttle. So that is responding. The injection, even though it's changing right now, because the injection right now is showing on the computer 4.7 milliseconds, but we can see there is a still, like, I mean, it's jumping all over the place. So now that even the scanner, or sorry, the oscilloscope cannot really pick it up. But we can see it's like a multi-strike. That should not be like that in there. It should be a one on and off, and that's it. And that's why it's not really working properly. But we also have an issue with that throttle position signal. And it's weird because the computer can see the voltage. So I'm not sure why we can see the voltage, but it's not changing the percentage. All right, so this will be part 1. Let me see what I can do with this computer, Jason, and I will update you shortly. Oh, guys, thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.